Hey guys, today's video is going to be about my 50 random facts, and if you guys want to know more, then just keep on watching. I am 1.74 meters tall. I do not like turbulence at all during flight. It kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. And we had an episode where we were flying to Australia, and a university student who was flying for the first time from Singapore, she just wiped out everything that was given to her on the plane, and she was filled up to the brim, and we were experiencing a teeny tiny bit of turbulence, and that actually made her feel very anxious and panicky, and she actually threw up on my husband's shoe on flight. I do not have a favorite color. I choose a color every year and try to work that color into my household, kitchen accessories, wardrobe, and since I'm going to school now, incorporate that color into my school stuff like school supplies. My dad's Indian, he speaks Tamil, he was born and raised here in Singapore. My mother is from the Portuguese settlement of Malacca. Her family tree has a intricate mix of interracial marriages. Long story short, I am of mixed parentage. My right eye over here, it actually got scratched by a mommy cat that just delivered. I was at my grandma's place during school break in Malacca. I actually wanted to bring back a kitten with me. Of course, it didn't happen. Everyone was like asking me to put the kitten back because the mommy cat was making a lot of noises like meow. As I went forward to return the kitten back to, I suddenly felt excruciating stinging pain in my right eye. I vaguely remember, and since then this eye has been really super sensitive, and I'm hugely responsible for it. But please do not try this at home. Never fancied durians, the king of fruits. I don't like how it smells, I don't like its thorny appearance, and I personally feel like it could be a deadly weapon. I currently have 2 papers away from completing my degree program. I will not stand creepy crawlies of any kind. I and gardening do not get along only because I feel that I can communicate better with animals. They're able to tell me if they're feeling hungry, or I can observe if they're not feeling well, any changes in their patterns, like they're not as happy or lively as before. So usually plants and I know. I love coffee. During my pregnancy, I developed a liking for this Indian tiffin that's called upma, and I used to bring it along with me in a typical Indian tiffin box, and that used to drive my one particular friend of mine crazy. I love this Starbucks specialty dessert called what is it called? Chocolate peanut butter stack, and it's like how it's being described. It has many layers of brownie, peanut butter, caramel sauce, a chocolate filling, chocolate layer. It's literally stacked upon one another. Like,
there's a brownie layer, there's a caramel layer, there's a chocolate layer, there's a peanut butter layer, and then right on top of it there is like loads of caramel sauce, and you can find loads of milk chocolate chunks and whole peanut chunks as well.
I used to enjoy eating ice cream, but I didn't quite particularly like when I was expecting, and since then I have not really been a fan of ice creams anymore. I got my nose pierced somewhere when I was around 14 or 15 years old, and back then when I just freshly got it pierced, I was rocking skull, spider and swastika studs, but I had it removed when I started working. The indent left from the piercing was still around, so I decided to have it pierced again, but this time to have a traditional nose stud, unlike last time before. I absolutely love thrill rides, and I particularly enjoy them a lot more because the high that I get from the ride usually lasts for about 15 to 20 minutes and it dies down, and I love how I feel like my heart feels like it's about to come out. I'm plus size, if you haven't noticed already. Red velvet cakes and me are best friends. More than the cake, I like the cream cheese frosting. I am very forgetful now, and it's something that developed during my pregnancy, and because I am forgetful, I am always confused because I'm not sure what I was supposed to say, and then I space out during conversation. I get scared very easily, and it took me a long while to get used to being by myself at home, especially at nights when my husband has to be away for work. I was attending classical Carnatical vocal music lessons since I was 13 years old, and right up till I was 24 until my marriage was legally registered. I used to participate actively in my secondary school's talent or singing competitions, and I used to win prizes. My most favorite vacation location has to be Penang, and followed closely by Australia. One other place that I really want to visit now has got to be France. I have flat feet and they're not fun at all. My most expensive item in my wardrobe has to be my lehenga that I got for my wedding reception. Similar to Miss Ingrid, also known as Miss Glamorazzi here on YouTube, I rather figure out how to assemble something by myself than have to read the instructions, though I would probably take way much longer than it usually has to be. Bread Talk's chocolate muffin or cupcake reminds me a whole lot of what my mom used to make when I was a little girl back in the 80s. The ones that are sold at Bread Talks, they smell, they taste exactly the same like how my mom used to make them. I like how my body looks like now after my baby has arrived. I appreciate it way much more than I used to. Me and my group of friends went to Byron Bay to experience the sunrise. We went to a small bistro to have breakfast on our way back, and we came across this amazing breakfast drink called Snickers Milkshake, and I could still remember how it tastes like, and I have not experienced anything like that drink till now. I get excited at the sight of cakes. I was scheduled for a C-section. Water broke in the lobby 2 hours before my surgery. I had probably soiled the entire length of the carpet in the hospital lobby. I hugged someone else from behind with the intention of shocking my husband, but to my horror, it was someone else. I used to enjoy coloring and painting, sketching and drawing. If I have to cook a meal that involves meat, I would request someone else to cut the meat up, wash and keep it aside. Can't bring myself to cut up a full chicken or a fish because I feel they might rise from the dead and attack me. I keep a gratitude journal by my bedside table, and I jot down on a daily basis. Every morning I write down a couple of things that I have to be grateful for, and it has definitely helped me rise up each morning on a positive note. I need to have my daily cup of brewed coffee every morning. It doesn't matter if I don't get to eat anything else for breakfast. I was not able to believe that I was expecting for a very long while just because I thought I've already worked that up, that it will not happen. For a typical 5-day work week, I would plan out my wardrobe to be like a skirt, pant on alternating days, and Fridays I would usually wear dresses to work. One of my many feel-good movies has to be Eat, Pray and Love. I don't like sharks. I'm scared of them. I enjoy good Australian white wine. One of my favorite Hindi movie stars has to be Jackie Shroff. It just keep you safe from any danger. I'm often mistaken for a long list of wrong ethnic groups, while some wild guesses are strange.
Punjabi, Marathi, Gujarati, Sindhi, Filipino, Telugu, Kannada.
And some even guessed that I might be from a tribal group that's called Sakai. I'm afraid of height. It's strange because I enjoy extreme rides. However, if I'm at a height and it's not moving in any direction, that kind of freaks me out. I love bakute. It's also called pork rib soup. Juicy, tender meat coupled with the peppery garlic taste at the end of each mouthful. Just amazing. I wear spectacles because I'm short-sighted. I am allergic to shelled seafood. My face and my eyes would swell up really bad. My throat starts closing and I feel very breathless. Apparently this allergy reaction is serious and I have to be cautious with what I eat, especially with seafood. I prefer sleeping on the left side of the bed, like the right side belongs to a foreign land. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will link my social media platforms down. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!